Well, good morning, folks. And while they're thanking sponsors here at the Shields Icebreaker this morning, we'd like to thank a few of ours who are bringing this game to you. First is Home Federal Bank, who's been a great supporter of youth activities and of Hockey 605 and the whole 605 sports platform. Hockey headquarters, everybody's favorite hockey shop in Sioux Falls. And Bargain Bites Computers. Very happy to have such great supporters. And if you get an opportunity, thank them. Better yet, if you get an opportunity, do some business with them. And here we go, the West team in the white shirts and the East team in the blue. And we're playing hockey. Eberspacher with the puck. He gets it up to Schenkel. Schenkel has a shot, early shot. That's a pretty slick save by Roofs. That came in high and hard. Max Martin now with the puck for East. And that'll be offside, excuse me. It's Sunday morning. I promise I'll wake up sooner or later. And of course, we want to remind you folks that while we're trying to put the best picture up on the internet we can, we have all of these games in nifty high-def video. There's a try there by Kochmick. And Matthews after the puck. He's got Malwitz with him. And that's covered up by Zanobi. These intra-city games are always fun. And by the way, we want to remind you, we have the big varsity intra-city game. Oh my! No goal. Though there's a lot of cheering. There's a pretty big pile there in front of the goal. Anyway, we're going to be bringing you live the big intra-city varsity boys game this Friday night, right here from the Shields Icebreaker. Jake Bachler, he gets it on over to Kochmick. And that one comes in and is covered by Roofs. Welcome, folks, as you are joining us around the, I'm sure, the Sioux Falls area and elsewhere. There's Zach Bachler. He tries to go across to Olsen. Or, excuse me, that was Landon Johnson trying to go over to Olsen. Casey now with the puck. He shoots. And Rouse saved that. Matichek tried to flip it in, but Rouse ends up catching that. Minutes left in the period. Mankey put it on around. And now he finds Easton Zuger. Zuger finds Siegel. Siegel skates. He's back there behind the goal. Those goalies are feeling a lot of discomfort when that puck's back behind them. And here comes Matichak. He's fouled up there by Minke. Eberspacher flips it in, hoping to catch something. And Rouse covers another. East spending some time in front of the West goal, and returning the favor a little bit earlier was West in front of East. So looks like it's going to be a very evenly matched contest, at least in terms of chances. Hurd now, he looks inside, can't connect.
Offside.
And that's offside. Again, the East team in the blue sweater and the West team in the white sweater. Zuger, he tries to get it on pass, but that's intercepted. They put it on around. He ends up with Kurd. He looks across, but it's intercepted there by Schenkel. Schenkel skates forward. He's looking for a man front door. Too many white shirts. And somebody's going to be going to the penalty box. Looks to me like maybe it's Emmett Hansen. They'll announce here in a second. Emmett Hansen. 2-minute power play for the West team. Eberspacher puts it deep, goes on around. Try to connect there in the middle. And now looking for an entry pass. Malwitz has it. He has to go wide there. And Jake Bachler knocks it long. Husby had the puck there. That was interrupted there by Schenkel. But now Husby has it back. He tries to skate by a couple East players. Can't do it. And Berglund now with the puck for West. He goes long to no one in particular. Cameron. And Tobin skating hard after that ice puck. Takes a spill and knocks the goal off. He looks to be okay though. That was a pretty hard collision. And folks, here on the scoreboard, the home team, the blue East team, the away team is the white West. Tobin sends one in, and that's covered by Ralphs. Too much traffic for him to touch that out to a teammate. That's Zach Bachler over there fighting for his team. They end up getting it out. Zuger flips it on. Now Tobin trying to get it out. There's Zuger. He puts it in. That was intercepted by Gehring. Jake Bachler trying to get it by. Won't let him. Zuger puts another one in. And that's covered by Zanobi. Some good goaltender work already this morning. Keeper Spocker sends it on around. It's intercepted. They tried to find they're trying to find Stiegel front door. He was there. Now Har with the puck. He sends it up to Jake Bachler. And Bachler has a go. That's blocked there by Siegel. He carries the puck forward. He's got one on each side. And West change it up. Keeper Spocker. He sends it on around. That's picked up there by Grease Grabber. And there's Har. He's skating against two. That was a slick little turn and shoot there by Casey. And very well covered by Rouse. West change out a couple. And by the way, they're at full strength now. Now we're going to race the corner. Tobin, I guess there first. He's harassed by three. Got a lot of company there. Menke puts it back behind the goal. And here comes Matacek for East. He's got a couple with him. They send it on around. Landon Johnson had it there. And he picks it up again. He goes to Erickson. Erickson dumps it. And Matthews now with the puck for East. He tried to connect there with Casey, couldn't. And now there's Malwitz. That got a little bit wild there. Henry had the puck there, looking to connect with somebody inside. And Curd tries to send it on around. That gets blocked back behind the goal. And now they're looking to get out here. Matt Har. And there's Casey. He goes wide left there. Now Matacek fights against two on the other board. Casey, he tried to connect back with Matacek. And here comes Husby. He can skate. And Epersbacher now brings it out. And he finds Kupel. Kupel makes the entry centering pass. That's fouled up there by a couple West players. And the pace picks up as we get in the bottom third of this period. That was almost a very nice catch there by Schenkel. That puck sent in wide left. Epersbacher sends a long puck out. That's recovered there by West. And now we have they were looking for Schenkel there. Hansen tried putting him back behind him in a little flip, but that got blocked. And Schenkel intercepts, flips one in. He was looking for Emmett Hansen, and Hansen was there in the blue. But that puck, again, expertly covered by Rolfs. .5:14 left here in the first period. Oh my, how time flies when you're having fun. Tobin tries a slapper, but can't get it past Siegel. Siegel skates. He's going to have a shot. No, he looks over on the other side. And that connected. That's Husby. Husby makes the trip. Perfect, that's a perfect backside goal for the West team. Really nice piece of work there by West.
With 5:04 remaining in the first period, we have the first goal. West on the board first, courtesy of a Bright Husky goal. He was assisted by Sam Siegel. Husky from Siegel for the West Modern goal.
Yeah, Siegel really created that with, breaking down the board here on this side and, getting his head up. I thought he was going to go ahead and shoot. Zach Bachler, he tried to connect there with Kochmik. Tobin, he puts it up, and that's up and out of play. Get some volunteer spectators there to put the puck back in. Some good heads-up play going on here. Zach Bachler, he takes a shot, that bounces out. And here comes Kurd. He's interrupted there by Eberspacher. And now Jacob Bachler, he looks across. He's trying to connect with Zach. Bachler stays with the play. Nice little entry pass there. Zach Bachler put it across the blue but couldn't connect. There's one that goes wide right. Zach Bachler can't connect. That was broken up by Henry. And now Zuger has the puck. He's skating. And that's offsides. 3.5 minutes left here in the first period. An exciting, high-tempo game here for you this morning, folks. Want to make sure and remind you to go to Facebook and find Hockey 605 there and like us. Not only we like to be liked, but we got a lot of fun stuff going on the Hockey 605 Facebook page. Husby, the goal scorer. He gets it in there as Zanobi covers. That got a little exciting there in the blue. Cameron, he tries to get it out, but Tobin ends up with it. He tries a cross-court pass, but Malwitz has it. Husby knocks it away. And here comes Haar. He launches. That comes nearly close on the right side to going in. It looked like Rouse probably had it covered, but that was a very, very close puck. And Schenkel steps up with Erickson for the face-off. There's Zuger. He tries to center. That's touched by a couple guys and disrupted. Schenkel disrupts that pass. Gearing now with the puck. And here come East. Knocked away there. Gehring now at the puck. Minky goes after it for West. And now Tobin skates. He's got Zuger pressuring him. He gets it out. Schenkel, he makes a nice move around Minky. And he's carrying forward. He dropped it off there for Hansen. Schenkel. And now Kupel. Olsen sends it on around. Schenkel had a touch there in the middle of the ice. Max Martin, he puts it behind. And there's Olsen. That's picked up there in the middle by Siegel.
1 minute remaining in the first period. 1 minute.
And we got 1 minute left in the period. Little jousting down there along the end. .53 seconds left. In this, the first period of the third place game. Sioux Falls East in the blue going against Sioux Falls West in the white. Looked like Malwitz there had a shot, and of course the ever alert Denobi got in front of it. Erickson now skates for West. He's fouled up there by a couple East guys. And Zach Vockler, he touches it over to Jake Vockler. Vockler makes a nice move. He launches one. And that's picked out of the air by Rouse. Olson and Kochmick going against each other there in the corner. Stalemate. Tobin, he tries to get it through, but just can't. First period of play, folks. We've had 15 minutes of eventful soccer. And as we go in for the intermission and watching the West team leave the floor, now it'll be followed by the East team. 15 eventful minutes of hockey, and we find the score of 1-0 West. Been a very entertaining game. And we're going to let them clean the ice here, folks. And there is a pretty good disparity in shots. The East team with 11 shots, the West team with only 6, but they're the ones with the goal. I guess they have the one shot that mattered the most. We're very happy here on this beautiful Sunday morning to have you folks joining us. and and taking some time to be with us here on Hockey 605. We're really enjoying bringing these games to you live from the fantastic Shields Icebreaker here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Want to make sure again and remind you that we're having a lot of fun at Hockey 605, and one of the places we have that fun is on our Facebook page. Now is a perfect time to go find Hockey 605 on Facebook and like us. And of course, like everybody else, we'd like to be liked, but you'll enjoy it just because we're having so much fun there. If you want up-to-date and up-to-the-minute sometimes information on what's going on in hockey around the state and area, make sure and follow us on Twitter. That's at Hockey 605. And then, of course, we have a fantastic Pinterest page that just has more neat hockey stuff on it than you can shake a stick at. So that's a few places. And of course, you know, videos, interviews. I think Carol told me this morning she had done almost 36, I think, interviews here during this weekend at the tournament. And I know she's been up late at night processing those interviews, so we can get these players up that we love to watch so much, and get you a little look at them and let you see, you know, what they know about the game. Of course, like I've mentioned several times, we have all of the games that we live stream this weekend on beautiful, nifty, high-definition video. And, you know, while we try to put the best picture up on the internet that we can, they're just nothing better than high-def video. So if you have a memento, even have a game that one game out of the 3 or 4 that your player played, go to hockey605.com, click on the DVDs tab, and that'll give you all the details on how to get high-definition files of these games. Want to make sure and let you folks know, Hockey Headquarters, of course, you can't look any place on the Hockey 605 site without seeing a Hockey Headquarters logo, and the reason why is because they're such a great supporter of Hockey 605 and of hockey in the area as well. Stopped down there Friday, got a little chance to visit with our friend Bert Post, and they are having the biggest sale in the history of the store there, the entire month of January. And you know, I like going to Hockey Headquarters anyway. That some guys go to the barber shop to hang out. I like to go to Hockey Headquarters and hang out. Always a great bunch of people down there to visit with. And although they've had an extremely successful sale, there's still plenty of stuff on sale for you to go take advantage of. So it's a good time. They've got discounts as much as 40% off in every department. So you want to go down there and check and see what they've got. That's a perfect time to get some of that gear. And of course, you know, when you go to Hockey Headquarters, it's you're dealing with people who know exactly what to tell you about the equipment. You can pick up the sticks, you can put on the shoes, you can know what you're going to get. Plus, you get all the expert help. So we want to throw a big shout out there to the Hockey Headquarters. They're great friends of Hockey 605 and of youth hockey here in the area. You know, another sponsor we want to thank, Bargain Bites Computers. And you probably, as you're watching the games on either the live page or the live at Shields Icebreaker page on Hockey 605, you'll see the scrolling dasher board ads. And you'll see the Bargain Bites Computers dasher ad. And, you know, what a great bunch of people. We met them earlier this winter. They have a wide selection of refurbished electronics, and they have that business in conjunction with some recycling of electronics they do. But they are a certified Microsoft refurbisher, and it's just amazing what they can do there in terms of pricing. You can go buy a really good laptop computer that's ready to go to work, that's been refurbished and checked out for 150, 200 bucks, and you can save yourself a lot of money. If you have concerns about, the quality, it's pretty amazing. They go through these things, they refurbish them, and actually you're watching this stream and listening to my voice over a refurbished laptop computer from Bargain Bites Computers. So in addition to their really, really low prices, and they have everything from monitors to televisions, laptops, desktops, all sorts of other electronic gear. In addition to their already very low price, if you go in there and tell them you heard about them on Hockey 605, they're going to give you an additional 10%. You just can't beat a deal like that. So we're hoping if you're listening to us, if you need a computer, go check them out. I think you'll really be happy with what they can show you there at Bargain Bites Computer. You can check them out on the net at BytesNet, and we hope you'll do that. Finally, we want to thank Home Federal Bank, who's been just a tremendous supporter of the entire 605 Youth Sports Network platform, and particularly Hockey 605 right now. What a great group of people there. And if you get an opportunity, we hope that you'll thank them for being such great supporters of youth activities all over their market area. They're just a great group of people to work with, and they really helped us bring more and better youth activities out to you folks. Well, folks, we're going to go silent here for about 6 minutes, and we'll be back with you for the start of the second period here in just about 6 minutes. Hey, thanks for hanging with Hockey 605 this morning.
Chicago with the junior stampede. Okay. Okay, ready?
This is Sophie singing.
No, they can see us.
There you go.
Go? Yeah. Shout out to Nate Moore in Chicago with the junior stampede.
Awesome. Tell us who you are.
I'm Sydney Siegel, and this is Sophie. We're his cousins. And I'm Morgan McDonald. I'm his friend.
All right, cool. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hello, okay, folks, we're back with you. They're calling the teams back on the ice. And so we'll commence here at the second period. And here comes the West team. Led onto the ice by Jackson Erickson. Husby skates on. And here's the call for the East team to come on. They'll be out here momentarily. And here we go. Led on the ice there by Emmett Hansen. Yeah, I don't know, if you're the Coach Bachler, what you do in a situation like this. I mean, you've outshot your opponent almost 2-1. Your guys are skating hard. You didn't allow a cheap goal. It was a very, very good goal by the West team. And I would guess you're probably gonna. I guess you're probably gonna say, keep doing what you're doing. Thanking Mindy Hayes, tournament director. And Julie Olson. And thanking Julie. And of course, thanking Brian Prisby and this fantastic crew here at the Shields Icebreaker here in Sioux Falls. Eric Pedersen, the guy that makes the ice here. All right, we're going to play some hockey here. Okay. All right, folks, I want to remind you once again, we're going to have this game and all the others that we've live streamed on nifty high definition video. Just click on the DVD tab at hockey605.com and they'll have the details there for you. And here we go, period 2. Schenkel. He tried to reach Hansen there. Couldn't reach. That puck comes in the center now. Kopel, he has Hansen aside him. He tries leaving it there for Hansen. And Eversbacher tries one from long range. That bounces around. Eversbacher sets up again. And you'd have to call that a bona fide snipe. Really a nice shot there by Ethan Eversbacher. And that levels it here. Only 40 seconds into here the second period. Levels it at 1.
40 seconds into our second period. Eversbacher puts the East Flyers on the board. He was assisted by Eversbacher from Schenkel for the East goal.
Jacob Vockler. I don't know if he is faking or that just got stopped by a player, but. And Zach Vockler now at the puck. He tries to send it on around. Can't get it over. Jake Vockler comes to help. Now Vockler, he tries a shot. That's blocked partially. This comes out to Malwitz. Tobin now with the puck. That's blocked. Kochmik very active down in that end at the start of the second period. Zach Vockler there. He loses it. Jake Vockler sends it across. Husby decides to give it a big ride, but slips as he strikes the puck. Kochmik, he sends it long. And East will change it up here a little bit. Here comes Malwitz. That was pretty cheeky there by Matichek. He got the puck from Har. Freddie Rouse makes a save. He's putting a lot of pressure right now on the West team. Doing everything they can to cut off those passing angles. That's sent on around. And Casey's there for the East. That comes back out to Eppersbacher. Having a little joust there against the back board. Eppersbacher sent up. He's going to have another. That goes wide left. Eppersbacher sends it in. It goes on around. And Tate and Henry on the puck now for West. Schenkel. He launches one. That's picked up behind by Emmett Hansen. And that's finally covered by Rouse. That got mighty interesting there. East has a real good scheme this period. They've got a lot of pressure on the West team, and it's really generating some opportunities for them. East and Zuger looking for the puck there. They can't connect with him. Now here comes West. Siegel skates. He's got two with him. He makes a cut to the middle. That got mighty dangerous there for a moment. Hansen now. He's going against Jacob Olsen. Olsen flips it back. And a big pop by Schenkel. That shot comes in. And that was saved by Zanobi. Now the puck goes long. And Mankey skates after the puck. But we've got a whistle. That was a fast 7 minutes of hockey. And it looks like Siegel will be going to the penalty box for the West team.
Sam Siegel assessing a 2-minute penalty for tripping. East will have a 2-minute penalty.
And it's a power play now for the East. Jake Bachler, he goes across ice. There's a shot that comes in. That was Tobin. And Rouse covers that. That was Zach Bachler. He tried to get one off. Blocked. And now Tobin has the puck. He's got Henry there. They come out to Jake Bachler. He skates by Malwitz. Launches one. That goes high and left. Eppersbacher, he gets it down to Kochmick. Tobin was coming in. They had him, but just not enough room to get him the pass there from Bachler. That pass there intercepted by Husby, but Jake Bachler was teed up. He was ready to go if that puck got to him on a first timer. Kochbeek had a little touch there, but just not enough. Bachler, he tries to send it in. That's blocked. That goes long. We've got Tobin. He's got Erickson with him. Now they spread out. They get it up here to Kochmick. He turns. And now Jake Bachler with the puck. He makes a great little cross-ice pass. Tobin comes out of the back. He sends it into the blue. That's cleared out there by the West. Zach Bachler over there skating hard, trying to win the puck for his team. And that goes long. Eppersbacher now with the puck. He's got some pressure. He bangs it long, and that's going to be icing. 8 minutes left. Just a nice high-energy game here today. This third-place game between Sioux Falls Flyers West and Sioux Falls Flyers East. We're level at 1 here with 8 minutes left in the second period. Har was going after that. Now here come East. Trying to get out of there, but now West is the team putting the pressure on. Siegel sends it across the blue. He had Landon Johnson there. Just barely missed on that connection. Here comes Matacek. He wanted to launch. He just had way too much company. Gehring. He gets it over there to Har. And Har will be offside. 7:23. And East leading on shots right now, about 2-1. Matichek and Erickson there go at it. The face-off. And that'll be icing.
Icing. Face-off goes back to the West zone.
That gets sent on around. Malwitz trying to get it out of there. Schenkel comes in there and messes that idea up. Husby now, he looks across. And he has Malwitz. That's taken away by Epperspacher though. And Husby returns the favor. Husby skates now, he's back behind the goal. He and Schenkel collide. Kupel, he tries to get it out. Schenkel, he launches one long. And that's picked out of there easily by Ralphs. .6:28 left in the second period. Tobin, he launches. That hits Rouse, and Rouse gets on top of it. Again, just real nice work this morning by both goaltenders. Tobin, he tries to shake that loose. Jake Vockler comes back to help. And now Kurd with the puck for West. Both teams trying to decide who's going to possess. And Easton Zuger, he's intercepted there by Jake Vockler. Kochmick had a launch there. It went high. Matthews. And now Easton Zuger. He's looking for somebody to give it to, but he decides to shoot instead. That just goes very narrowly wide to the left. Kurd had to go. And that'll be offside. Easton Zuger had a great idea when he had the puck out on the right side. He let it fly, but if he'd had somebody there that made the trip, they probably would have got a goal. And there's Casey. He found Matichek in front of the goal, but too many white shirts around him. Casey launched it, then followed his shot, but Rouse took care of that. Something we're becoming accustomed to. Freddie Rouse making a good save and controlling things there in between the pipes for his team. Schenkel. He launches, that deflects wide right. And I can't tell who put that in from behind, but it looked to me like Bennett Copel had put himself in the right place at the right time. Position there in the blue. Picked up a goal for his team. That puts the East up 2-1. Oh, that's a nice move there by Eppersbacher. But they get the puck away from him. Now here come West. Schenkel skates after it. He gets in the way of that. He sends it deep. And Emmett Hansen was after it there for East. They get it back out here to Malwitz. He has Siegel with him. Max Martin got in the way of that pass. Schenkel, he goes across. He's got Kopel out there. Siegel's chasing him. Emmett Hansen peels back, and East do a little line change here. And Jake Vockler comes on, immediately has a shot. And Rouse grabs that out of the air. Easton Zuger there harassing on the side. Looks like he may dig that out. Came up a little short. Now here come East. They missed the pass there to Kochmik. Eppersbacher, he launches one. Somebody got their hand on it, looked like as it came in, and it just kind of bounced wide right. Jake Vockler makes a nice move, and he sends it in. Rouse blocks that out of the air. That was really a nice little cutback move there by Jake Vockler. Now here comes Erickson. He moves to his right. And he plays it like a boss. That comes off iron and goes in. And he equalizes for West. With 2:37 left here in the second period. Real nice piece of work. It looked like maybe they were going to force him too far right to get a good shot, but he got it off at the perfect time. Tolman, he puts it into the west end. And now here comes very energized Samuel Siegel. He puts it on around to Easton Zuger. Zuger tries to dig it out there. He's going against Tolman in the corner. That puck gets centered. Kurt tries to put it around, but it's intercepted. Now here comes Zach Vockler. They couldn't make it there soon enough to skate against Grady. 2 minutes left. Use your indoor manners, boys. Your indoor manners. We got kids climbing over stuff here at the Iceplex. And I guess they do sometimes call these things barns, but I believe that kids shouldn't act like they were born in one. Tobin now with the puck. He's interrupted there by Griesgraber. That got kind of hairy there for a moment. He's trying to get it out. Landon Johnson, he puts it in. But that was intercepted by Gehring. And that's icing. Minute 21. That puck skips down the ice. Olsen and Schenkel were after that. That's centered. Battle of midfield. Schenkel comes out of there with it. He gets checked by the ref. Or maybe that was the other way around. They send it on around. Olsen with the puck now. He continues that. Husby now with the puck. He flips it out, but Schenkel intercepts. And that's offsides. 41 seconds left. Cameron, he's got trouble down there. Jake Vockler's on him. They had Kochvik set up in front of the goal. He had to come wide to help. Vockler, he shoots it. Kochvik had another go off the rebound. He has the puck. He looked for Schenkel out front. Tobin now. He's interrupted by Husby. Kochvik tries to send it on around, and it does make it on around. Two-player collision there in the end. And that's a fitting end to that second period. 2-2. And the West team have a man down in the corner. I think that might be, well, I hate to say, I can't see the number. And the Sanford trainer's out there to visit him. So, folks, I'm sorry for the interruption there, yelling at the kids crawling around here on the entry wires here at the Shields Icebreaker, but I've never been much of a fan of seeing kids climbing around on stuff and acting like they were born in a barn. I just think that when kids show up at these places, they need to be respectful. And this bunch of guys just weren't, so you get to hear my coaching technique. Quite an eventful game, very interesting and eventful game here. And as I suspected, that's Ryan Berglund. He's setting up now. And again, the trainer's over there with him. Berglund makes it up. He's a little shaky. And it looks like he's going to be okay. He's making it off under his own power. And a round of applause for the wounded warrior. And again, folks, we want to thank the fantastic staff here at the Shields Icebreaker for the tremendous hospitality they've shown us, not only this weekend, but every time we show up. we get treated like royalty out here, and as far as I can tell, everybody else does too. Just a very wonderful facility and a very professionally operated and managed by Brian Prisby and his tremendous crew. So what does this third period have in store for us? Who knows? It's been such an even game. Although the shot totals would not indicate that. As you can see, Sioux Falls East have 22 and Sioux Falls West only 10. Again, I guess it's not the number of shots, it's the number that hit the back of the net. And despite the shot differential, it's been an extremely evenly played game, looks like, from my vantage point. Hopefully the picture coming through to you and audio are of good quality. Of course, we want to remind you we have this game and every other game that we live stream this weekend on nifty difty high def video.
Welcome everyone back to the Furniture Mart feature ring for the Shield Icebreaker. We're about to begin period number 3. Our East Flyers and our West Flyers are all knotted up. It comes down to this final period.
Jake Bachler, that's not Jake.
Let's give a round
That's
of
Zach
applause
Bachler.
and a big shout out and support. Let's play hockey.
All right, the teams are on the ice. The refs are on the ice. And here we go with the third and final period. Zach Bachler, he carries down, makes a real nice move, gets past. That came off Rouse. There was a lot of guys in the blue there. And Husby, he goes down. Husby, that shot goes wide left. Kochmick there for East. And Tobin goes after it. He's got Malwitz with him. And that's a first timer. Husby tried that. The timing just wasn't perfect. He had an opportunity to really get some pace on that shot. But first time looked pretty good. That puck goes long. Olsen skates after it. And that will be icing. Olsen had Emmett Hansen with him that time, and Emmett's really, he's been a force here this morning. He's just playing really, really hard. And smart. Hard and smart. Just like we want him to play. He fights against Zuger on the side. Now here's Schenkel. He launches one. Roos bounces off Roos. It's in play still. Schenkel has it back behind the goal. He had a couple guys in front. Gehring. And Zuger goes down. Here comes Gehring. He leaves it for Schenkel. Schenkel has a big shot. Gehring gets up in front of the goal and goes down. And Rouse takes care of that. Two equally matched teams going at it. What a treat for all of us, hockey lovers. Live here from the Shields Icebreaker on Hockey 605. Matacek Now they come across. They find Landon Johnson there. He tried to make a little move around Matthews there. Siegel comes in. He solves the issue. Tobin tries to flip it out of there. Landon Johnson came in to help. Tobin's got the puck. He finds Casey. He attracted company right away. Reese Graber has it. He was harassed there by Matichek. And there's Landon Johnson again. Here comes Tobin. He looked like he was trying to connect across there with Casey, but Casey was already peeling out to sub out. Shot by Husby, that comes in. Husby, he tries again, that's partially blocked. Zach Bachler takes a big hit. And here comes Kochmick. He sends it on behind. Max Martin centers it. Now Zach Bachler skates forward for East. That gets knocked out of the way. Eppersbacher has the puck. He finds Kochmick. He's got a lot of attention over there on the side. Jake Bachler comes in to get the puck back, but there's Husby. He makes a nice little move. He's going to have a shot. That goes wide left. They send it on around to Zach Bachler. And now Martin with the puck. He gets it out to Kochmick. They joust along the side there. Jake Bachler flicks it out here to Zach. And Easton Zuger makes a nice move, but gets disconnected from the puck. Bachler shoots. Zach Bachler was on the rebound, but came out too far for him to handle. Henry. And now Zuger after it for West. He has Kurd down there with him and Siegel. Eppersbacher comes out of there with it and flips it long. And now that goes left to Olsen. That's back to Menke. Kurd trying there. Shakel gets in there to try to make some sense of it. These boys are playing hard, folks. Emmett Hansen just launched one. That went high. They get it over to Tobin. Tobin gets it back in there behind the goal. Schenkel and Menke fight for it over in the corner. Now Easton Zuger. And he was caught off sides. That's a fast moving clock there, folks. 9.5 minutes here in the game. 2-2.
Sam Menke from the West Flyers assessed with a 2-minute tripping penalty. Brings up a East Flyers power play.
And now the East team have a power play. Menke in the penalty box for West. Schenkel makes a nice move. He has a puck. He sent it in. He had Kochmick on the other side. But Ralphs covers that as it comes in. .9:17 left in the game. Unless, of course, the boys decide to give us some extra time. Eppersbacher He slaps one in. That comes back out. Schenkel looking to connect with somebody. They have Kochmick loaded up. Now he goes back behind. Kochmick now with the puck. He comes back to Tobin, back to Kochmick. He sends it on around and finds Jake Vockler. Whoa, wow. Vockler has a beautiful shot there. It goes in the opposite side of the goal. That was a great goal there by Jake Vockler. And the East team go up 3-2 with 8:44 left in the game.
Jacob Bachler credited that go-ahead goal for the East Flyers. He was assisted by Carson Cosmic. Jacob Bachler and Cosmic for a Flyers East goal.
And there's Landon Johnson for West. That puck goes central. And now here comes Matchek with it. Siegel with the puck now for West. That came back out to Har. And here comes Matchek. And a shot. That goes wide right. Evans Fokker launches one. That's rejected. And another shot. That's blocked by a player. That one goes across the front of the goal. And now here's Landon Johnson. He tries to go across. He was looking for Griesgraber over there. He drew a lot of attention, but that is meaningless. It's offside. 7.5 minutes left. East leading 3-2. Tobin. He found Kopel. Kopel skates. He centers. He had two guys loaded up. Somehow that got through. Curd skates. Tobin deflects that. And there's Olsen. He flips it up there where Jake Matthews gets a touch on it. He sends it on around to Tobin. Zuger, he centers. That's intercepted by Zach Vockler. And here comes Kupel. He goes all the way across. He's got Emmett Hansen over there. Hansen with the puck again. But here comes Erickson. There was a big toil there. And Emmett Hansen crashes to the ice. And they will be sending Erickson in.
Jackson Erickson sent to the box for 2 minutes. Cross-checking the charge.
Cross-checking.
East spent the next 2 minutes on a power play.
Goal scorer Jake Vockler. Schenkel has the puck. He drops it off for Vockler. Vockler has a shot, and Rouse grabs that out of the air. Tell you that Jake Vockler is everywhere on the ice here for the East team, and he has been all weekend. Another guy that's put in a lot of miles skating today is, well, of course, Schenkel and of course Kochmick, who's been very busy today for the East team. Kochmick, he tries to find Schenkel inside. And he's in the way there. Schenkel has the puck. No room to center. Tobin tries to send it on around. Husby takes a spill there trying to stop that. Tobin, he's got Husby with him. Husby's there on the ball. He tries to get a shot off. And Zanobi with some real head-up goaltending back there takes care of that. I don't think anybody expected Husby to come that hard and fast on that, but boy, he sure did. That was some real heads-up play there by Zanobi. Jake Bachler steps up there against Malwitz. Easton Zuger fighting along the side there for the West. That comes out to Malwitz. And Tobin now. He's cut off by Zuger. And Tobin fighting Jake Bachler. He had Kochvik over on the right. He dropped it off there for Schenkel, who had a shot that went high off the glass. There's Bachler coming back in. He launches a left-handed shot. And he gets it in there past Ropes. That's just a culmination there of a lot of really good passing by the East team and guys getting themselves into good position and using space correctly. Not to take anything away from Jake Bachler's shooting skills, clearly very good on that. And just 5 minutes left now in the game. Martin now with the puck for East. He gets it up to Har. Har is challenged. That comes out, goes across the ice. And there's Casey. He knocked it loose. And here comes Matacek. He has a shot. That's covered by Rouse. 4.5 minutes left. Epper-Spocker, he knocks it up and out of play. And folks, we'll be back with you in about half an hour with the championship game of this whole thing. We're going to settle that answer once and for all. We've got the Des Moines Junior Buccaneers against the Mitchell Marlins, who have really shown so incredibly well all weekend. Kopel. He gets it out to Easton Zuger. Zuger's got a battle with two guys along the boards there. Tobin comes out of there with it. Gearing has a try there. Can't connect. And there came Erickson. Zuger now with the puck. He's after Tobin. Tobin gets it out to Schenkel. Schenkel's having a look where he can go with it. Makes kind of an insightful pass over there to Emmett Hansen. Hansen's on the ball for East. He spins back around behind the goal. And Zuger now going against Tobin. Zuger picks it up. He centers. Erickson tried getting it in. Too many blue shirts. Schenkel makes a great pass again over to Hansen. That was fouled up there by Henry. But then Shaco gets a touch on it. Ryan Berglund back in the game now for the West team. He looks like he's doing fine. Kochmick. He passed it back to Erpesbacher. There's Jake Bachler now. Erpesbacher flips it long. Zach Bachler, he gets in there and takes a hit. Zach Bachler still trying to dig it out, going against two. And here comes Zuger. Kochmick now with the puck. He mistouches, it goes to Malwitz. And here's Tobin. Husby now with the puck. He launches, that goes way wide left. Erpesbacher now in there for East, trying to knock it out of there. Minute 54. Long road to hoe right now for the West team. Jake Bachler going to the penalty box. And we'll have a West power play after this timeout. We're going to take this opportunity, folks, to remind you that... okay. Zach Bachler. Zach Bachler's in the penalty box, not Jake. But we want to take this time out to remind you to go find Hockey 605 on Facebook and like our Facebook page. And we're having a lot of fun over there on the Hockey 605 Facebook page. Thank you for joining us here at Hockey 605 for the live streams of these games. We've enjoyed having you on board, and I hope you've enjoyed what we put out here for you. That puck's long. Olsen has it. He brings it out to Malwitz. Malwitz finds Siegel in the middle. Siegel goes wide left. He skates by Eppersbacher. Oh, that is absolutely a coast-to-coast empty netter there. I think that was Eppersbacher. That was about as long a goal as you could possibly score on this ice. Minute and a half left. Matthews and Husby go at it. That comes out. Eppersbacher sends it around. Kochmick on it. And he knocks it past Olsen. He drew a lot of attention over there. He's banged into the boards. And that's why they wear protective equipment, folks. Husby a little excessive on that. And it'll be 4 against 4. for the rest of the game.
Penalty's been assessed to number 22. Braden Husky. Charging has been called. It's a 2-minute minor for Husky.
Schenkel, he sends it long. Menke's on it now for West. Jake Vockler was after that. It goes long, and they'll call that icing.
4-on-4 hockey penalty and icing.
Just under a minute. Tobin, he fires. That's deflected. It goes up and out of play.
Puck out of play.
That gets sent on around. Jacob Vockler on it. He's harassed there by Siegel. He makes a nice cut, goes back in. Trying to find somebody. He finds Schenkel on the other side. He's got 4 West players with him. Martin, he tries one. 22 seconds left in the game. And Max Martin now with the puck for East. He comes out to Tobin. Tobin goes across, misses that pass.
Icing.
And that's icing. Andrew Grady was on his way to pick that up. Just 11.7 seconds left here in the game. And the East are going to come out victorious. Scored 4 during the run of play and 1 empty netter. And that is the end of the game. Flyers East. And here the boys go through the line congratulating each other. We're going to be back with you at 12:30 for the drop of the puck for the championship game. We sure want to thank you for hanging with Hockey 605 this wonderful Sunday morning live from the Shields Iceplex in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Thanks again, folks, and we'll be back with you in 23 minutes.